when we were making all the dream team stuff decision, it was a big decision between whether we were gonna stay in Orlando or we were gonna move to North Carolina. It was a massive like thing whenever we were discussing it before we
Oh yeah.
got everything. This was probably like a year ago. Well, more than a year ago. Probably like a year and a couple months ago. And it was we were debating the two. We were either gonna live in North Carolina or we were gonna live in Orlando. And Jimmy offered $1 million, I think, for us to move to
$1 million
to North Carolina. Yeah. And we still ended up deciding to stay
Really?
in Orlando, but it was a big decision. We debated it for a long time, and we none of us really had too much of a preference on where on. I think originally he didn't offer anything, and then we said, "Oh, sorry, Jimmy, we've made our decision. We're gonna stay in Orlando." And he's like, "All right, I'll pay you $1 million if you move to North Carolina." And then we debated it again, and we were like, "All right." I think we just ended up deciding that.
But he's already filthy rich, so Dream doesn't need $1 million.
Well, no, obviously not.
He said, really? It
made the decision, even though we thought we had our minds made up. It made us go, okay, are our minds really made up? You know, like, but yeah, I think he just really wanted to.
Yeah.
He really wanted the grind together and everything. And I think he was saying, look, I shouldn't even have to pay you guys. You'll make way more money just moving here. You know, whatever, etc. But yeah. Yeah, it was a big thing because it was like me, George, and sapnap that were all debating all together. Like a bunch. Where do we go? This was like again, year and a half ago. But
so I guess like is that like
that's kind of cool lore. I hope he doesn't mind that I don't think he minds that I said that. Obviously, I think when he offered it as well, I think he expected us to probably say no, and he was just kind of like, oh well, I tried my best. It's.
I mean, it's not the first time he's just thrown out $1 million, towards someone. So.
Well, I think it was that obviously the benefit he gets from us going there is we'd be in like all his videos and stuff. And that's one of the things we were saying as well. Is the thing that impacted our decision the most was that we were saying we ended up thinking about it. We're like, well, we do want to be in like Jimmy's videos. And we want to be in gaming videos. We want to do all this, but we can do that. We can still fly out and do that,
Yeah.
So like maybe we'll just, maybe we'll fly out frequently and do stuff, but yeah.
I guess like was there like a main primary reason to stay in Florida?
I mean there's
comfortable there, like family, or just kind of like. Or like
yeah, I mean, obviously, I think there was a bunch of reasons that contributed. Obviously, one for me personally, like both like George and Nick didn't really have too much of a preference for like as much whenever we were like discussing it.
Yeah.
I think for me, obviously, I have my whole family here and everything. But one of the things was like in terms of like connections. Obviously, like here, I already have a network of connections. There's something I was talking like to like Corpse about a while ago. Like obviously, like right now, I can basically I've never one of the reasons I've been able to like stay anonymous and whatever is because of the fact that I have connections to be able to do things. I have connections in every like kind of field and whatever, and so I'm able to like I don't really have to do anything. Like I can kind of have everything done by like different people because I have connections in different ways.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have like. Obviously here it was after already kind of merch was starting up, and so like I owned like warehouses here, right, that are kind of a big thing in terms of me deciding, oh, am I gonna leave that behind. Obviously Florida is one of those states that has no state income tax, which does obviously contribute, but that's also in Texas, which was initially one of our places we were debating.
Dream moving to Texas.
But that's because there's a lot of people in Texas. But then we decided, we don't really. We're like, Texas. We're just like, I think we're just Texas. We wrote off pretty quickly. But
yeah.
I think the only real reason we were deciding, we were debating it was just because there's a lot of people that live in Texas, like in Austin, and they mostly live there because of the income tax. But
yeah.
And then with I think one of the things I think was partially identity purposes. We were thinking like, we want to we want to be able to do. We have like a really big goals for like kind of the dream team's identity, like overall, you know, and becoming
Yeah.
trying to get, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger. And we wanted to kind of do a lot of our, obviously we, again, like here, like around Orlando, we own like land, and we owned we have a lot of potential for stuff that we can do.
Yeah, a lot of things to do.
And kind of the connections versus if we went to like North Carolina, then it would be more so where like Jimmy has all that shit set
Our
up for us,
three
which would be
gods.
epic and awesome. We'd be able to do like everything. But then it's not like us. You
Yeah,
know?
it's not like
our
yeah,
own thing.
I understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a bunch of things, but in the end, it was really tough actually. And obviously, Karl was one of the biggest reasons we were debating moving to there in the first place. And I think we were like, if we moved there and Karl was there, maybe like Quackity would move there or something. So that was like one of our things. We were like, oh my god, that's, whereas like obviously they're not gonna like move out to fucking Florida. So
yeah.
Well, I mean that's not an obvious thing. But yeah, so we decided on a kind of a compromise, which was, hey, we'll build a house, and when we do that, we'll make it so that we have room for everybody, and we like set everything up so that everyone can come and stay, and like if they'll have their own space and everything, so it encourages everyone to come stay frequently. And then we'll fly out to we'll fly out to North Carolina and stuff and see people frequently. So like obviously like Karl pretty much has like his own room in our house, and and then like there's like a lot of extra space and everything, and then we all have our own like setups with like soundproof offices and so on and so forth. So
yeah, like a whole like computer setups everywhere.
Yeah, so that was kind of the compromise, was like, okay, well, what are the all these benefits to living in Florida are this, and the biggest benefit to moving to North Carolina is Karl, Jimmy, and then like productivity. Those are kind of the three biggest. So how can we make those better? And so for productivity, it was kind of like, oh, we're all living together, and we're hopefully we will be productive. And then for Karl, it was like, well, Karl, make it so that it's the house is suitable for everybody. But yeah, pretty much it.
Do you think do you think you have any idea of like when like Florida to also kind of become like a spot for streamers, or is it more of just like a dream team thing and then maybe something else later on?
I mean, I think it's, if anything happens, anything will just be natural. I don't think it matters too much, honestly, especially now with people with being willing to travel, and like we make a lot of like gaming content, which is online, and
most of it
do
is
like
online,
IRL
so
stuff,
it's not
but,
like.
and most of our stuff is just like kind of us together. So, but like, yeah, I mean, I would love for people to go out. Obviously, we already have our Puns is already here, Sylvie's already here.
Yeah.
I imagine I wouldn't be that surprised if once we kind of have face revealed and everyone like George is here, and we are kind of inviting people to come and stuff. I wouldn't be that shocked if a couple other people that are our friends decide, oh fuck it, well, I'll move down there. Especially I think the income tax thing it's kind of funny, but yeah, that's kind of like it's weird. Florida's one of those states that has it, and so it's just kind of like, well, you have these states where like everyone either lives in like, like a lot of streamers either live in like Nevada or Texas, and it's like, I wonder why, but then Florida's the same, but no one you don't hear.
It is odd. Why does no one move to Florida? I feel like Florida's not so bad.
Oh, it's not. Florida's great, but yeah, I think yeah, I think I wouldn't be that surprised if there's a couple of our friendos that decide, yeah, sure, Orlando's cool. There's a lot of stuff in Orlando, and the best part is that there's like for international friends, like obviously Orlando has Universal and Disney World and and everything. So like people come here anyway. So it's like, hey, you have that, and then you also have the Dream Team, and so it's like if you want to come. If you're going to come anyway, we'll get to see people that are coming internationally. It'll be an easy thing for them to put into their plans and etc. So,
did you just describe the Dream Team as a tourist attraction?
Yeah, tourist attraction for our friends, sure. That was sick.
But like, so how much money is it for me to get my own room in the house?
Well, the thing is, there's three rooms that are kind of all near each other that we're designating as kind of like our guest content rooms.
Okay.
And so I think we're my plan was to have them, obviously anyone can stay in any of them, but my plan was to have Karl like design kind of one of them. And then I was thinking Quackity would probably do the same if he wanted
like
to.
The list is getting short.
So that would leave one room, but I think
Don't say it!
Tina might have called dibs there.
No, whatever.
I don't know.
No,
You guys, we'll have a tournament of our friends to determine who gets to design the last room. Again, it wouldn't be designated as their room, but they get to design it.
But then basically they're just gonna claim it as their room.
I think Tina doing it would probably be good because you got to, you have two of them designed by guys, one of them designed by a girl. I think that's fair. I think it's fair,
See,
And
like, listen,
it's not their room.
it's not like the design. But once they design it, it is gonna be their room. That's the problem.
Well, no, because they're not. I'm not gonna like allow them to be like, oh, we're gonna put up a giant sign on that says, Karl and whatever. It'll just be like they get to pick. They pick the bed and they pick the bed frame and they put up the stuff that they want on the wall.
No, you might as well just say it's their room. They get to pick the bed frame.
It's
design the whole thing. Holy
not,
shit. Okay. Fuck. No, I want a competition then.
I think someone said, "Why not Puns?" Puns literally lives here. He already has one, so he doesn't need a place to stay in the thing. If he does, then fuck it, he'll stay in Karl's room or something.
Karl's room.
Look, if Puns lived in North Carolina or something, then he'd probably have a room.
Oh, do you know who does live in North Carolina that would need a Florida room? Woo! Wait, I just realized we're in the finale. What the hell? It's all been a blur. Like, I haven't really been too focused.
Look, maybe we can, because what I was planning on doing was I was planning on if whoever was up for it. Who knows? I haven't talked to Quackity about it. Maybe Quackity's like, yeah, I'll just use whatever room. Probably not. He'll probably be like, I want my fucking room. But I was planning on like giving them a budget, like, oh, here's your budget that I will pay for. You can obviously pay for more if you want to, but like, here's the budget of what I'll pay for.
I like
obviously
budgets.
there's already the whole setup is already there, like PC, desk, chair, monitors, like mouse, keyboard, all that's already there. So there's no camera, so you don't need to do that, but like all the extra stuff. But I was gonna have them do a budget and then like stream like them putting together. Maybe you could design it with somebody. You could design with Tina. You and Tina could design the room together. It's a collab room.
Ooh, I just want it to be like half the rooms like totally different. Wait, but do they get like free range? Like you say, like they get to like decorate the room, so they get free range to do like pretty much whatever they want with it.
Well, I mean, I would just say like, look, there's gonna be other content creators in this room, so it's not meant to be your room, but it is meant to be your room in that you get to design it, and it's the room that you'll stay in whenever you stay and whatever. I mean, you'll probably be the most frequent person to be in it, but like, if there's other content creators that we're friends with, or even just friends of ours that are staying and making content, then like, they'll stay in. There could be people staying in it, so don't make it so it's literally just so like, it's so Karl centric,
But that's what he's gonna do.
No, he's not.
He's gonna paint the walls purple, then throw on some like green circles, like.
Well, maybe, but that's not like Karl centric though.
How is that not Karl centric?
Well, it is, but it's not like somebody would see that and instantly be like, I feel weird staying in this room because it's purple walls, like.
And the green swirls. I'm just saying, I feel like I could decor a nice room. Yeah. I'd make it elegant. It'd be a classy
maybe
room.
you can do like the space. There's like in around those three rooms. There's like a kind of living area. Like maybe you could do the living area or something foolish. You can still participate in the design part. Okay. You might not be one of the rooms.
I get the pity room. The room no one cares about. Can I just get a shed? Can you just build me a shed in the backyard?
No.
No? Okay, that's fair. Please! Do Do Florida homes have basements?
Pretty much no.
Pretty much no.
I mean, very rarely.
I don't know, I was just like thinking like maybe I could get a basement room, but maybe that's not a thing. Damn it.
No, there's too many. Look, we have too many friends. Okay, we have too many friends.
Damn, suffering from success. Is there an attic? That's true. Is there an attic? I could take the attic.
I mean, there's probably an attic, but it's not. It's like attics are not like room attics, you know.
Not always. Some attics are like attics. Okay, fine. Let me design a bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, those rooms have bathrooms. So,
Oh, well, no. I wanna design the master bathroom. Wait. Oh no. It was going in a circle. What?
Okay.
I've played House Flipper before. I know how to decorate houses.
You can help design something, Foolish. You can help design something. You can contribute in some way.
Man, that sounds just so pitiful. That sounds just so pitiful.
Look, there's only so many rooms, you know. We have too many friends.
Yeah,
It's just,
and
you know.
I feel like you'd be doing a great disservice to your home by not giving me the opportunity to do decorations to a proper room. I'm pissed. I can't even focus. I'm thinking about like rooms right now and what they would look like in my hands.
All right, Callahan replied, so I'll BRB because I want to see if I can find the code.
Okay.
I might have it on like a flash drive or something, so I'm gonna say BRB.